Doctors call him a walking miracle, a St. Louis man coming back to life after collapsing in the middle of the road in the Central West End.
That man and the doctors who saved him are telling their story only to News 4's Kim St. Onge.
That man was on his bike right here on Barnes Jewish Plaza when he collapsed. This is right next to Kingshighway, this very busy road, as you can see. Well, ironically, this is not the normal path he takes. He took this way because of all the construction. Well, look at this. It ended up putting him within a block of the hospital.
I'll never forget it. It's as clear as day. I saw Marty on a bicycle, and I looked down. And then I looked back up and he was on the ground in traffic.
Liza Dunn happened to be driving down Kingshighway and jumped out of the car. Dunn, who's a doctor, called a former coworker at Barnes Jewish Hospital for help.
I heard something about a man, down, blue, CPR, something about a bike.
The cyclist had no pulse. He wasn't breathing. Clinically dead. Another ER nurse visiting St. Louis who was driving by also saw him collapse and started CPR. About 8 other doctors, nurses, and ER techs from Barnes Jewish ran over, frantically trying to save him.
We moved him from the street into the parking lot that's right next to it and resumed CPR.
After some 7 minutes of CPR and a shock to the heart,
All of a sudden, we got a pulse back.
doctors used a back door to rush him through BJC. He was breathing now, but not responding.
The next thing I recall is waking up and I see all my friends sitting in front of me wondering what the heck just happened.
Marty Levine doesn't remember much from the recent event.
What the doctors told me was a piece of plaque broke loose and got stuck in a narrow section of an artery around my heart.
Doctors say his chances of survival that day, less than 10%.
I don't know how to thank them enough. I'm grateful.
This is like a once in a lifetime thing. Marty's a real miracle.
Even they can't explain it.
This is by far the most remarkable experience I've ever had in my career.
From clinically dead to walking, talking, and eventually hoping to get back on his bike.
Take a moment, stop and help, because you don't know if you'll ever find yourself in that position.
Good advice for everyone. So doctors ended up inserting a stent for his artery and then also put in a defibrillator for his heart, hoping this doesn't happen again. Doctors, by the way, are saying this is really a good example of why it is so important for everyone to learn CPR. Courtney and Steve, I also want to mention this. Actually, Marty is recovering from leukemia. He is in remission, and actually doctors are telling him they don't think that had anything to do with what happened here.
Wow, Kim, and a remarkable story. You told it very, very well. Kim St. Onge live in the Central West End tonight.